Hello, and welcome to Blackjack, and I am hyped to be recording my first death battle. Now, I did start this earlier. I got exactly 16 seconds in before my computer decided to start lagging, so I had to wait. You see the bar on the bottom here? I waited for the entire thing to load before I hit record again. There we go.
They visit you for birthday parties, cheer you up when you're sad, and probably also want to kill you.
Clowns. The Joker, Gotham's jester of genocide.
And
Not
Sweet
clown
Tooth,
person,
the
really.
violent victor of Twisted Metal.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor,
Well,
and
first they
skills
show 'em
to
doing
find
that
out
to
who
Harley.
would win a death battle.
Ooh, full CG. I was wondering how they were gonna do this.
Gotham
so
City,
sucks.
a vile breeding ground for criminals and crazy people.
In such a bleak city, it's important to look for humor wherever you can, even if it's during the act of murder. And no
Yep.
one gets more jollies out of ruthless felonies than the Joker.
I'm here, bitches!
I don't know about no one. I mean,
Everybody.
Cat
But
Death.
before he became the clown prince of crime, who was he? A thief who accidentally got his pregnant wife killed? A mob boss who stabbed Batman's girlfriend?
He
A
didn't
petty thug
get
in
his
the wrong
wife
place
killed.
at the
She
wrong time?
accidentally
Nobody
electrocuted
knows for
herself.
sure, not even the Joker himself.
Provided they're touching
What
her
we
killing
do
joke.
know is that most likely at some
it did
point
look
he
sort
fell
of
into a
getting
vat of
shot,
mysterious chemicals, and Batman was involved. However, he came to
Clinically
be, from that
insane.
moment
There's a
on, his
theory that
body
he's
and
actually
mind were altered
perfectly
forever.
sane and does all this as some sort of evil experiment.
With a new smile big enough to rival the Grinch, the Joker decided he'd make sure the whole
I'm loving
world
this
would
art
share
style.
in
Alex
his sick
Ross,
joke.
right?
And what comedy act would be complete without a few wonderful
Sorry, I
toys?
got
This
Alex.
guy may like his pistols, machine guns, and
Wonderful
explosives,
toys. You
but
gotta hold it
outside
up.
of that, his taste in weaponry is anything but simple.
No! My eye!
You see how shocked Batman was? Like,
Like a true prankster gone mad, he carries razor-sharp playing cards, a gag flower filled with acid, an electric hand buzzer that goes a little too far.
But deadliest and most haunting of all is his trademark
I don't like
Joker
that
venom,
design. He looks like a
deadly
Joker.
concoction which poisons its victims, forcing them into fits of laughter so uncontrollable that they suffocate and die while contorting their facial muscles into a nightmarish grin.
Talk about
They
killing the
suffocate,
audience!
or is that just a result, like a more direct on the poison?
Man, that shit looks dangerous to carry around.
Fortunately for the creepy clown, he's manufactured so much Joker venom over the years, repeated exposure has given him immunity to his own toxin. But the laughing gas isn't all that makes him a threat in battle.
Ta-da! It's gone.
He's a cunning strategist who screws with the minds of the sane and insane alike. He can whip up disguises so convincing that not even the world's greatest detective recognized him. And for a guy this lanky, he's also surprisingly great going fist to fist.
And like most heroes and villains who have been in the game since the 1940s, of course, he has his own car.
Look at that thing! God, I really need to get back to work on the Boomstick Mobile.
The Joker Mobile, as it's called, was built to compete with the legendary Batmobile.
It has mounted
Yeah,
machine guns.
I
a
don't
bulletproof
remember that. I
exterior,
just remember
and
it
a
being an
lethal cannon
armored
up top that can
car.
spew missiles everywhere.
After so many years of terrorizing
I was
Gotham
wondering
and
how he
beyond,
was gonna stand
the
up
Joker has
to,
more than earned his role of sworn
Tooth.
enemy to the Batman. Despite Batman's ludicrous skill and intellect, the Joker's forethought and planning has outsmarted
Insanity
Bat's
could
numerous
grant almost
times.
superhuman
In some cases,
strength.
he's even gone hand to hand and held his own with the Cape Crusader.
Who was trained by ninjas?
He's outfoxed plenty of other heroes too, including Superman, whose brain can function thousands of times faster than humans like Joker.
He incapacitated Wonder Woman with just a puff of Joker venom, blew up Robin after viciously beating him with a crowbar, and when he tracked down Batgirl,
He didn't track down
nicely
Batgirl.
and say that
He
she
went
became
to find
incapable from
Barbara
that point on.
Gordon.
And thanks to his own insanity,
I don't think he even
the Joker
realized
has
that she was
stupidly high pain
Batgirl.
tolerance. The
Like,
dude got a batarang
ever.
lodged in his eye and was still running around laughing and shooting people. God damn! That's almost as bad as the time he had his own face cut off for giggles.
That's way worse! can certainly take the
Ah, yes,
but
the
this
edge.
sadistic psychopath is still no harder to kill than most of his victims.
He can die from certain poisons, neck snapping, being stabbed by Pirate Batman, getting bitten by Vampire Batman, and even just a good old-fashioned Superman high five.
But one thing remains certain. Having this clown show up for your party would make it one bad day.
That is my favorite Batman movie, honestly. Oh. God damn, really?
Years in the making.
I don't want to see Disneyland after, while watching evil clowns. Do they even have clowns at Disneyland?
How far would you go to have your greatest wish granted? How much would you destroy?
I don't even
to
know what
get
my greatest
your
wish
way?
is.
Any extreme!
For those willing to go to any extreme, the annual Twisted Metal contest is right up your alley.
He needs to get those
Twisted
trimmed.
Metal, competitors smash vehicles into public property and each other. And that's when they're not shooting crazy shit like rockets and bombs all over the place. God, that'd be fun.
Is it wrong that I assume the old
insane
lady's
lure of
greatest
Twisted
wish
Metal
is
attracts
eternally
some of
youth?
the most deranged and unstable minds in the world.
Like, is that just
including a clown with a
stereotyped
flaming
or...
scalp, the driver of the infamous ice cream truck called Sweet Tooth.
I'm still getting some sticking. I mean, yeah, see, like that.
Before he was a scary serial killer driving a truck, Marcus Kane was
Oh
a
my
scary ice cream man driving a truck. And like every ice cream man I know, Marcus had a serious
Approximate
evil
body count
personality problem.
1,000. 5'9" though. That's
Within
kinda
his
short.
head, this sinister side desperately clawed for freedom, eventually
Oh
forcing
my
Marcus to
goodness.
finally
Oh.
give in and carve his new persona a face. On that day, Marcus Kane died, and the rampage of Needles Kane began.
So the Kane
Needles
family
spent his
on that
days
day received a grim reminder?
Murdering anyone he could find, including his own wife and child.
He prefers killing up close and as violently as possible with his giant serrated machete.
What is wrong with this
Tons
thing?
of people have
I
been
loaded the
introduced
whole
to.
thing to
They're
avoid
dead
this.
now.
By his own account, he slaughtered 1,000 people before he was finally arrested. It was here he was cursed by a preacher named Preacher to suffer the fires of hell, which apparently means
That
having your
would
head burst
make
into
him the most
flames
prolific mass
forever.
murderer in history.
Enraged, he busted
Because
out
the
and was
record
eventually found
is
by a man named
only
Calypso. See, Calypso
about
was the one organizing the
960.
Twisted Metal tournament, and he
I'm
thought
not
Needles
kidding.
would be just perfect for it.
For Needles, winning Twisted Metal meant having any wish of his choosing granted. He could finally end the everlasting pain, or have all the candy in the world, anything really. How could he say no?
Needles knew just the car that would take him to victory. Complete with tasty treats, his ice cream truck, the Sweet Tooth.
This modified Chevrolet step van is anything but what it appears to be. With its shocking maneuverability and durability, Sweet Tooth is like a tank, capable of taking loads of damage without stopping.
The Sweet Tooth menu includes front
Modified
spikes,
Chevrolet
Gatling
step
guns,
van.
and homing ice cream cone missiles. And for the cherry on top, he blasts the explosive clown head from the roof as a homing weapon, which laughs and goes through walls. That's not enough, it transforms into a goddamn robot.
The Sweet Bot carries a massive multi-barrel Gatling gun, reinforced armor plating,
I think that
throw its own head like a grenade.
is
But the
probably
real
going to bring
beauty
down
is
the
Sweet
Joker,
Slam,
honestly.
an attack where the bot launches into the air with its jetpack and drops like a hammer with enough force to crush a whole building.
Sweet Tooth can take dozens of missiles.
Yeah, it's
keep
probably
on
gonna
trucking.
come down to a
But
car
even without
battle,
his wheels, Needles
and
is one tough son
that's
of a
what's
bitch.
going to go on.
He's strong enough to casually shatter reinforced
Killed
windows,
Calypso
tough enough
twice.
to take a stab to the face.
And he even survived the electric chair. Doesn't that mean he gets to walk free? I read that on the internet once.
No, first, that's a myth. Second, a person wouldn't be able to walk after getting
happened
blasted with over
before,
2,000 volts
but
of
that was, like,
electricity,
hundreds of years
stopping
ago.
their heart, burning their body, paralyzing their muscles, and melting their eyes. Unless you're Needles Kane, who broke out of the chair, killed everyone, and escaped.
See, this is why anytime I meet a clown, I take him out right away.
When has a clown ever done anything to you?
They've never had the chance. Who's laughing now, Chuggles?
But Needles is by no means unkillable, and Calypso has played him for a fool more times than not. Like when he wished to find his missing daughter so he could kill her, and wound up trapped and suffocating in her coffin. Underground. Because she was already dead.
Still, it just goes to show, Needles and his sweet tooth will
So he
do
didn't
anything
kill
it
her
takes
then, or
to
did he
get the
forget
kill.
doing it?
What have you done with my son?
Fucking clowns.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, it's time for some book learning.
Audible.
Reading a good
Dad.
book is one of my favorite pastimes.
Yoshi's
but
Island
who's
music.
got time for that.
Lucky for you, Audible.com has the perfect solution. Audiobooks.
You mean I can do things with my eyes while my ears do all the reading for me?
Sure.
Great! I'll listen to it in my dune buggy on my way to the shooting range.
Audible.com has over 250.
I thought they didn't have ads anymore.
The app is free
I mean, this
for
is
iPhone, iPad,
ridiculous.
Android, and Windows Phone. You can also download and listen with your Kindle Fire and almost any MP3 player. And unlike a streaming or
I love
rental
how they have
service
the
with Audible,
painted
you
screw
own your
attack
books
sign.
and can access them anytime, anywhere.
And it
These
gets
are some
better.
interesting
If you
headquarters.
download a book you
Oh,
don't like,
okay,
you can exchange it for a different, more better one anytime. I'm halfway through my 17th book on Audible right now.
Really?
Yeah, you should go check out Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. It's really good.
Huh.
I wonder if it is.
Maybe I will. And you can too. In fact, Death Battle viewers can get a free 30-day trial membership by going to audible.com
Is this from some sort of
But right
source
now,
of theirs?
it's time for
There's a reason he's hitchhiking.
and then books.
And then votes. Oh, hey, you could probably buy Joker's comics on here.
I like the model, but not really my color.
City of Glass.
It's perfect.
Oh yeah, he's gonna destroy the ice cream cone. Oh boy. You killed my marshmallow! Yeah! See, I thought it was gonna come down to a car battle. So that means they're gonna leave their cars at some point.
Ooh, so many buttons. Eeny, meeny, miny. All of them.
Remember when Harley Quinn was in the Batmobile once and she's like, I want to listen to the radio, and she pushes a random
This one
button
do.
and all of this bullshit happens? Oh, of course, a Death Battle van. DBX fan. We didn't get to see it go through walls.
Really? Can't just let a guy have his fun.
And they probably could have gotten Richard Epstein.
Okay, okay. Let's go.
Here I come, scrawny.
You know, Joker could probably limbo that car.
Come and get it, tough guy.
Hit me!
No miserable excuse for a clown. Come on. Come on. Boom.
Wait, that means he was approaching this way, and Sweet Tooth is coming from this way.
Ooh, excuse me. I want to drive.
I think even for the Joker, he's over-gesticulating.
No! Let me put that out for you.
Shut up and bleed, you mother...
Get out!
Oh, my feet! Oh, can't take a joke. Can you, big guy?
There we go.
Okay, that's funny. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. Killing someone from inside a tin can.
I bet he's
No
playing him.
fun. The cold of their skin, the blankness of their eyes, the reveal of who they really are. It's so much better when you savor all the little emotions.
Olympic signs back there. I wonder how they're allowing that. I mean, there was a
Right?
the charcuterie shop in Portland. They had to change its name because it was called Olympic Provision.
I want to see you bleed. I want to watch you die.
Just one more lesson. Capiche? The best kind of punchline is the one you don't see coming.
Interesting.
What is this? Die, 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 die.
See. Honestly, I didn't think Joker stood a chance because I thought it was going to come down to like a car battle. And this Sweet Tooth armor was going to just crush him. Interesting.
KO! Oh, come on. It wasn't that funny.
Both clowns were skilled in combat, but Joker's superior tactics and unpredictable weaponry gave him the leg up he needed.
When you have a toxic gas so deadly it can take out the entire Justice
Two
League, all the
DC
Joker needed
victories
was one
in a
opportunity
row.
to use it.
And despite his lanky frame, the Joker can take a lot of punishment, and he's good enough to survive hand-to-hand combat with Batman.
Hell, he's smart enough to trick Batman and even manipulate the incorruptible Superman into being pawns in his schemes.
As opposed to Needles, whose mental capacity is limited to just one thing.
Murder, murder, and more murder with a dash of ice cream.
The Joker
And truck
has
driving.
plenty of experience manipulating the minds of homicidal maniacs. In fact, many people like Needles have wound up in Joker's gang. It was only a matter of time before he made his opportunity to use the Joker Venom.
Joker wasn't clowning around in this gas of a fight that had us on pins and needles.
We should really put you on a limit.
Oh, come on, Wiz. Those puns were sweet.
The winner is the Joker.
Whoa!
Well, that was fun. Who's for Chinese?
It is to laugh, huh, Mr. J?
Next
Okay,
time
come on. Kefka versus
Death
Sephiroth. Kefka versus Sephiroth. Come on.
Kenneth, are they closing the stage this afternoon for auditions? What's on that piece of paper?
Oh, Miss Maroney.
Oh my god. All of my punches!
Next time.
Okay, come on. Kefka
Death
versus
Battle.
Sephiroth. Kefka versus Sephiroth. Build the hype. Build the hype. Build the hype. Build the hype. Mewtwo! Versus Blackboard Greymon.
Do not attempt to defy me.
Versus Blackboard Greymon, please. It's specifically movie Mewtwo, except they showed Origins Mewtwo in there, and that's technically the game version.
Hey everybody, I'm Chad, I play Boomstick.
Ben, I play Wiz.
And next up in Death Battle is Mewtwo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who will he be fighting? You guys know the drill by now. Find out early by sticking to our social media. That's at Screw Attack on Twitter or Official SA on Facebook.
All of my leftover
Go
punches!
check out our new show, DBX. Just click right over there. It's kind of like Death Battle with epic fights and all, but in this case, there's no analysis, no rules, just bloodshed.
And sponsors can watch it right now. If you guys want to become a part of the sponsorship program where you get merch discounts, tons of videos early, and all that great stuff, you can just click the link in the description below and get a 30-day free trial.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys.
Mewtwo, that's gonna be really, really interesting, honestly. Blackboard Greymon is the only foe I can think of that would really be suitable for him. I'm gonna make this full screen here. Or, sort of. And I mean, frankly, I mean, they had Pokemon versus Digimon, but it was a curb stop. There was no way Red could win. There was literally no way. Mewtwo versus Blackboard Greymon, on the other hand, would be a much more fair fight. They have similar personalities, they're both artificially created, they both have angst upon angst, they both eventually become good guys, sort of. If you cross canons, then they're both part human. But Mewtwo's only part human in Pokemon Special because he was augmented with Blaine's DNA. And Blackboard Greymon was made from Arukenimon, who was made from Oikawa's DNA. Which means that Blackboard Greymon is technically Oikawa's grandson, which, considering Oikawa is only in his early 30s, I know he doesn't look like it, but if you consider the timeline, he would be probably around 33. That's the common estimate. I know, I am so sorry for sniffling this whole time. I've just been, allergies. I'm still at my parents' house, as you can probably tell by all the pastels. This is actually my old room. My bed used to be over in, that corner. But, yeah. I did not think the Joker stood a freaking chance, but, you know, hey, that was fun. Who's for Chinese? I love that episode. It's from The Man Who Killed Batman, where, this low-level schlub thinks that he has accidentally killed Batman. So he attracts all this attention from the rogues gallery, and Joker basically puts him in a coffin, and oh, I forget, does he send him in the river? Does he try to set him on fire? I don't remember. But Harley has this, she's playing Amazing Grace on a kazoo, and the writers said they were terrified that that was, like, going to get stopped by the, standards board. But no, it went on. And so they all had a little moment of silence, and yeah. Because Joker basically had determined that he was the only one that should be allowed to kill Batman, not this low-level schlub who isn't fit to lick the dirt from my spots! But I digress. I want to know who did the Joker's voice, because he was okay, he wasn't the best. He's no Hamill. Dave Wittenberg does a really good Mark Hamill as the Joker impression. While playing Kefka. Hint, hint, Death Battle. You gotta get in on that action. Kefka versus Sephiroth. Make it happen. It's the one battle I want. Although, now, seeing Mewtwo in there, I realize I really see him versus Blackboard Greymon. There is one power that I think could put Mewtwo over the edge, and specific to anime Mewtwo. And that's that he can erase people's memories of him. Actually, now that I think about it, kind of similar to Yuxi's curse, where you forget memories of yourself. But, yeah, Mewtwo could easily make someone stop fighting him by erasing all of their memories that he exists. But since this is Death Battle, he'd use that to get in a killing strike. Or try. Although, admittedly, he didn't use it against Giovanni until after coming like this close to dying. And I mean, Giovanni had him up in that crucifixion thing, essentially. Which, I don't even know if I should consider that religious overtones, considering Giovanni styles himself as a Roman emperor. Remember how Verdi and Jim freaking looked? Remember how his guards looked? Oh, huge, too. Giovanni is like Mewtwo's height. Mewtwo is, what, 6'7"? If Giovanni really is that tall, that means he's taller than Getsus. And that's really, really hard to get. But anyway, I mean, Maxie is probably the shortest boss. I mean, Archie is what is he? 5'9". And Maxie is noticeably shorter. So he's probably only about like this. I don't know, I'm 5'6". So, blah, 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 blah. I've gotten so far away from the actual point. Anyway, claps for the Joker, as Rishcrestar says. Awesome! I eagerly await. See you guys back here in 3 weeks.